Teams webinar on this month's Tips and Tricks by Planet Technologies. If you have the GCC release track of Office, you have been waiting for this for quite some time, and I'm very excited. It's finally rolled out to GCC, and I'm just going through creating a webinar registration page here. You can create the meeting directly from your calendar in the new meeting dropdown. Create a registration page, all the meeting details, a short agenda for folks. You can also add a custom image, a banner for your registration page, a short speaker bio so people know who's talking to them. And then you can also add a custom field which can be required or not required for people to fill out. A lot of times I like to ask people what they want to see in the next webinar. So I'll save it, and the very first thing we want to do after that is view this in a web browser, see what the registration page will look like for people when they click the registration link. And the next step will be to set our meeting options. Now, Teams Webinar has different options than a standard Teams meeting. And you can tell that Microsoft really had presenters in mind when they gave us these meeting options. So the first thing I can do is control the lobby, whether people will be able to bypass it or not. I can also choose to give people access to their camera or microphone, or both or neither. So if you have a really large audience in your webinar and you don't want people coming off mute and coming on camera, taking up bandwidth, you can turn those off. The last thing I like to do is set up recording automatically so I never forget and all of my webinars will be recorded. And one of my absolute favorite parts of Teams Webinar is the post-meeting details page. So here I have access to my recording, my attendance, my registration pages. I also have a really nice attendance dashboard, which I can view how many people registered versus how many people canceled and attended, total meeting duration, average meeting duration. And I can also pull the entire attendee list down into an Excel file and follow up with all of my participants. Hey, thanks for watching this month's episode of Tips and Tricks. That was Microsoft Teams webinar in under 3 minutes. Follow us. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks. Thanks.